One more day. What do you know? What's going on and how to get there? Hey guys, almost a weekend. What kind of plans do you have? What are you seeking out? And what method are you trying to when you're using that method, what is the method that you're using? You know, the people never cease to amaze what's going on. Hey, Lost Nomad. Hey, Lost Nomad, if you want to come on, let me know on my Facebook and I'll throw you a link. Hey, Nick. Heck, Nick, if you want to come on, you can also come on. Daryl, long time, man.
Call from +143.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, huh? Oh. Yeah. I had having a little bit of an echo going on. Yeah, I had a. Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Can you hear me all right? I don't know if I didn't get here.
You sound a little bit scratchy. I can't at the moment. You're driving. Well, you be careful driving, buddy. You know, don't be distracted.
Let me reboot, and I'll be right back here.
All right, buddy. Hey, Ben, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm fine, Kevin. How are you?
You know, every day is a good day for me, you know?
Yeah, I'm living by the day, day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just relaxing before I go to work.
I'm doing pretty dang good, you know, for being here. Always rather be in a different place, but you know, I'm doing pretty well. The weather's kind of gloomy outside, but the forecast the forecast today is rain is coming. We got storms in the forecast. They are coming. So buckle up.
Yeah,
put your seatbelts on.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim.
Sorry. Here in Belgium, the freezing is over now, but we got also tons of rain in the meantime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't kill me.
Okay. Yeah. You know, you never know who's gonna pop up or who's gonna send you a message at any time. You know, about this thing about tomorrow. Yeah, Aloe was right. In a couple of ways. You really find out who your real friends are.
Yeah, of course.
And who really just doesn't care, and they think they want to like make a name for themselves. Yeah, but yeah, Aloe, um, I was talking to another person yesterday, and that person advised me. I mean, I'm talking about people with like giant subscribers on YouTube, and they just told me flat out, there's no reason, no need for me to go on that riff raff show, and and what do I got to prove? And no, if like the people that help me out, I talk to on a normal basis, and my supporters, and those are the people that really care. I mean, but everybody else, I'm not a government official, so if I'm a government official, then I'm under the spotlight. But since I'm not a government official, what my life and what I do, or what happens in my family, that's what matters. But
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry, somebody's trying to talk to me now.
Look, look, nobody has to prove nothing to me. The only thing they have to prove if they have a good heart. That's all I care about. For the rest, you walk your own way, you do your own way, and what you're doing, so long you do nothing wrong, that's fine by me. For the rest, I
Yeah,
don't. For the rest, I don't give a damn shit what people talk about.
yeah. I don't swindle nobody. I don't put nobody's name. Um, I don't slander nobody's name. I don't slander nobody's family. And
Yeah. Look,
so
I just say live, and let live, and for the rest, yeah. Look,
yeah,
in one way, Alu is in some parts right, like you said, but in other parts, yeah, we don't have to agree all in what he's saying, in what his point is, of course. So for tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna watch the refraf show too, because I have other
oh
things to do. I have more important things to do even than listening to that and that and the e-beggars and there and there and do and da and the and that. I don't really have no interest in it whatsoever.
yeah. I
So
mean, like I said, these some people want to go out and like I said, oh look what I did to this place, look what I did to this person. I must be a big man now. I
yeah,
mean, like bragging rights. And then
yeah,
some people just want to act like a bully. And then some people that just talk to somebody and they are kind of like walking away a little bit, like they don't want to be a part of uh, what's happening because they don't agree with the tactics.
yeah.
Yeah, it just like I said, people sometimes people want to be copycat of one person and they're not really like that person, but they want to act like this person. And yeah,
Uh, Look, John Doe
but
just
the other day, um, I did go ask. I went over to Popeye's show. He was having a show, and I told him, "Let me go on your show right now, and we could talk." And he no, no, no. And even though it was Philippine time, like right now, but he wanted to have, I don't know, some kind of a special audience where all of his buddies are going to be around that they can look can say, "Oh, look at Popeye, he's my hero." You know, it's kind of silly. I mean, I have my own following, and I'm doing pretty damn good for. Like I said, I only been out just about a year now, no 2 years, and I didn't erase hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shows, you know. And if I did, it's my property. I mean, just like you want to go out and cut down a tree on your property, who am I to go over and say, why you cut down that tree? I mean, it's none of my business what I do or what you do on your property. Because what I do on my YouTube channel, it's my property, it's my show, and what I want to do, I do it. I mean, I don't need to ask permission from YouTube community. Just like you guys don't ask permission to do what you want to do on your show. I mean, that's how it is. But there is guidelines that you got to follow. If you don't, YouTube will step in.
Exactly.
And I guess there are rules about, like, you can't slander somebody, you can't steal somebody's property on YouTube. Like the other day, I talked to Seth, and I asked him if I can use some of the shows that him and I made 11 months ago. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. The first time that him and I made a show together, and it was around 11 months ago that him and I got together with him, and he said that I can use that show and 4 or 5 other shows, but I had to ask permission first. I just can't go and use somebody's property without asking, because it's not mine. But since I used him and I made a show together, then I asked him if I can use it, because I want to use it on my area also. And he said he had no problem with it. But always ask permission. Like, nobody asked permission when they used that clip on Riff Raff Radio about me and Santai 7. But everybody thought it was funny. But nobody asked permission about that, and they still haven't asked permission. So if I wanted to, I could say, hey, YouTube, look at this, and they are stealing my property, and they're putting it on their property for a gain. You know, so again, I'm not that kind of person. So, you know, but if I wanted to, I have every right to do that. Hey, John Doe. Hey, Lost Nomad. What's going on, man?
I'm just working today. Figured thanks for sending me the link.
Oh, no problem, man. I was talking to somebody. A friend of mine called me up, and we were talking on the phone in person, and it looked like somebody was talking bad about somebody, and you came to somebody's aid, and you just stood up for somebody, and I thought that was kind of cool. But I wasn't surprised, because you always seem to.
I wasn't.
Talk
well,
about
first of all, whoever I was talking about, if we don't want to say their name, I have no idea. I'm not trying to sit there. I wasn't trying to defend them. If I like somebody, I'll just say I like them, and I'll say why I like them. You know, I don't have a problem with this person. Other people do. Whoop-de-doo. But you know, that was just that's just all that was. You know, like I like you just fine. You know, if someone says something bad, I'll just say this is why I like you and leave it at that. I don't need to
Yeah,
go into other details.
yeah. But I just thought that was. But again, I was just saying that's kind of normal of your behavior. If you like somebody, you like them. If you don't like them, you know, then you stay away from them and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I was just saying that was kind of cool of you. But again, a lot of people do things out of their way just to do it. I mean, you don't get nothing out of it, you know. But if someone recognizes something, that's always good. So I was just recognizing what a fellow YouTuber was doing, and I was just saying that was pretty cool. That's all. Just thumbs up.
Yeah, well, thank you. No, but I'm just gonna, I'm gonna, be truthful whenever I can. So I'm not a liar or whatever. Try to be
Yeah,
a decent person. That's all.
yeah. Nothing wrong with being a decent person. I mean, yeah,
I think on the internet, though, it tends to lead to an alter ego thing. You know, you can have fun and stuff. Some people do that, but I don't have the time to do that. There is a tendency for people to do that. To want to be a bad guy or something like that. When in
well,
real life they might be a good guy. I used to see that a lot in Yahoo years ago. People with all these troll and shit. It seems like YouTube is a continuation of Yahoo, only at a little bit more refined.
well, Facebook needs to have a little bit more control. I noticed some of the movies, videos is a little bit shocking.
John Doe says he's a good guy 24/7.
Yeah.
Well, in his mind, he probably is.
Hey, he's as good as he can be. Yeah.
Oh, what is this guy?
Hmm.
Huh. Belgium. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just busy wasting my time again with that JD shit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mm.
Yeah,
I don't know if I don't really want to hear about other vloggers. I'm gonna block this comment. I'm not trying to be rude to you, Russ, but I really don't want to hear. I'm gonna remove your comment.
yeah. Because you guys got to remember now, everything you type down, it's gonna stay on here. So like I said, people talking bad about people, you guys got to have a little bit of couth about when you're talking about somebody, good or bad. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody wants to hear or read about somebody misbehaving or somebody else doing something that we don't agree with, because I disagree with a lot of things, but again, it's none of my business, and
Yeah.
I don't need to talk about it on my show. Again, this is
Yeah.
my show.
I
Exactly.
could.
I got Richard, and I have a whole bunch of wonderful guests,
I try to stay out of
that
other people's business myself, you know,
yeah.
and things that don't concern me.
Yeah, we're not old ladies or old men that just got nothing else to do than sit back and just suck water or what lemonade and complain about people. So my channel is about this helpful stuff that we can gravitate and learn something. My topic today is what is the simple life or the city life. I had a class when I was talking to Korean, and they kind of like both, but a majority of them don't want to do hard labor, like manual labor. They don't want to get their fingernails dirty. I talk about the younger generation. The older generation, they don't really mind getting their hands dirty. They don't mind getting their dirt underneath their fingernails because they can wash off. But a lot of young people want to make a quick buck in the IT business, and that's how they think they can do it. And a lot of Koreans believe if they do manual labor, then it's a degrade. But if they think they can do a manual, I mean, if they can do an IT job, then that is the cream of the crop.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that true?
Yeah, those are good jobs. Those are very good jobs.
But how many of you can get it? I mean, not everybody is up to getting an IT job, and some of us gotta have like a construction job, construction foreman if you're lucky. Some of us are boat builders. Some of us are doing manual work, like me, working in a mine, working on a crab vessel in the Bering Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that work. One of the toughest jobs in the world, one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, is Alaska crab fisherman. And so I mean, I did that, and been there and done that. So I mean,
yeah.
So when it comes to work, I've been there and I did it. So I'm not bragging, but I know what it's like to do hard work.
I might have told you this, Kevin, a while back, but years ago, when I was recovering from my health issues, I got into Yahoo Chat and I met this guy. He was from Newfoundland and he was a fisherman like yourself. And he was a scallop fisherman. And it took so long to get out to sea that he decided, it was hard work. And like you said, I mean, it wasn't like where you were, but, it took long time to get out to see where they had to go and everything. And he decided to study to become an IT guy, and he did. And I remember him telling me it would take days to get out to where he had to go to whatever they do, cast their nets down and everything. And he made use of that time, and then he was able to pass the test to become an IT guy and got a good job and got out of that business. Better. I don't know if he bettered himself, but it was a job that was easier on him and less risky to, those are perilous jobs, being fishermen.
Yeah.
Way out in the sea, and yeah.
I believe John Doe, I believe he did a public service job. Not sure what kind of public service, maybe a spy or something, but not everybody can do that, have the patience or the tolerance to do those kind of jobs.
Don't know.
But, everybody has a different kind of job. But again, living in a Providence, some people don't mind going out to the country and put a piece of straw in their mouth and have a straw hat and till the ground. Or somebody don't mind living in the city in the hustle and the bustle of hearing cars and the horns going off and everything and sirens babies crying, maybe a gunshot or two a week. You know, people, maybe that's how people sleep. And if they go to the countryside, hearing that quiet, I have a lot of people that couldn't stand hearing silence at night. They need to hear that kind of ruckus,
Yeah.
and that's how they sleep.
It's like my sister. She can't sleep without a fan on, even in the wintertime.
Yeah, same with me. I like hearing the fan. Or we had when we lived in Providence, we had a tin roof, a nice corrugated roof, and when it rained out, you had that pitter patter on top, and that was soothing. On that same motion, that was pretty nice hearing it, and that helped you sleep.
Wife is city, husband is country, or is that reversed? Try working for pollution control company, said Philippine Islander.
Oh, I bet that would have. Whew. Wow, yeah, the sanitation work, boy. I had a friend of mine doing that in Alaska, right when they were beginning doing that recycling.
Yeah.
He said that was a lot of BS because it was just a lot easier going to the landfill and just burying everything. But now you have to do it, split everything into different groups.
And they got us doing it like at a micro level. We're separating the cardboards and the plastics.
Yeah. Glass.
Yeah.
Glass. Cans, aerosol cans. We got to completely separate those. We got to, like at work, at the mine, we got to separate them and we got to put them in a special container. And then we got to release the gas, and that goes into a different container. So, I mean, because we don't want the aerosol to escape and go into the atmosphere and punch holes in the
ozone.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
You know those big
cans? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Those big cans of house paint. We just bought this house like 2.5 years ago. My wife found a bunch of them in the basement, so she wanted to get rid of them. I said, "Hon, you can't throw them in the garbage. They have specific rules here. You got to like open the cans up. I think they're water-based paint, so you had to let the water evaporate on them, and then you could set them out. And then they'll take them. You know." And
if you want to get rid of those paints at the mine, we would get kitty litter and we would pour inside of the paint and mix it together, and that will help break down, and then we can bury it.
So Kev, listen to this. It rained. My wife had the can off on one of these paints, and it like made like a rainbow of colors on. I have like a concrete driveway. What a mess. What a mess. Oh man, I gotta power wash it or something to get it off. Yeah.
Yeah. There were some old paint cans here at this house, and my aunt took it to the dump, and she was gonna put them in the drying compressor. That's what our dump is. It's just we hand load on the compactor, and that's it. And the old guy says, "Hey, ma'am, do you get sand or kitty litter in those paint?" And she goes, "No." And I said, "See, I told you." I told my aunt the same thing, and she thought I was like pulling her leg. And the guy at the recycling dump told her that he won't take them unless she puts sand or kitty litter in it.
Does it take a lot of kitty litter if you got like a half full can of paint to absorb it?
Yeah. Same with like baby diapers I'm not talking about used baby diapers, but unused baby diapers. Sometimes the kid grows up and you got like a box of baby diapers you don't need anymore.
Mm.
Just open up the baby diaper, take it out of the package, and you have that crystallization. Mix it with topsoil and put them in a pot, and then put the plant inside of it, and then you could water it, and the crystallization from the diaper will absorb the water, and you don't have to water the plant so much because it does it like that.
So if you're going to grow marijuana seeds, you could put your seeds on the baby diaper and just water the diaper, and your seedlings will sprout up.
Well, not on the baby diaper. You gotta take the whole thing apart, and then you gotta mix it with the soil, but take off the plastic and stuff, of course, and then just mix it. But I don't know about the seedlings from that kind of stuff. But I'm just talking about regular household plants.
I don't know, John Doe, if ozone can burn a hole in your head and make all your teeth fall out.
No, but the sugar can, the acids from the sugar can. Brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. Floss them.
Hey, Tom. How you guys doing up north? How's the temperature, Rich? What's going on? What's going on upstate?
Miserable. It seems to have calmed down now, but I don't know. It started snowing again this morning, and I couldn't believe it. But it was just a dusting, and I was kind of pissed off. I'm kind of tired of it.
That unused kitty litter is also good to put on the ground for traction. It is also good to put in the back of your car, like a sandbag, for you can use also for traction if you get stuck.
How about for getting oil up if you spill dirty motor oil or something like that?
Yeah, that's very good too.
Yeah.
What's also very good, that's when you saw wood, the dust of the wood, that's also pick up loads of things on it.
Yeah, but with the oil and the sawdust, you got to treat as a hazmat material, and you got to put it in a bag, and then you got to put it in the oil contained area and dispose of it that way. You just can't throw it away at the dump. You got to take it to a hazmat area.
Normally we have to put our cooking oils also separated in containers.
No. The cooking oil is a biological degradable. It will break down.
Yes, but
naturally.
Yes, but we can't mix it. We can't mix it with other oils. And if we put this cooking oil away, we have to put it also in a separated container so they can process it to biofuel.
Yeah.
To biodiesel.
Yeah. Biofuel. You're correct about that. And that's also a good idea because you're helping use it for alternate fuel.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Daniel said to reuse older oil for fuel.
Maybe for plastics.
Plastics, tires, Vaseline. Yeah. That's where you get. That's where you get Vaseline from. Jet fuel comes from diesel.
I don't know where.
Grade A jet fuel is filtered diesel.
Well, jet fuel is kerosene, eh?
Oh yeah. Filtered kerosene is yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
when you work in a field, you kind of learn all this stuff. And I worked in the oil business and in the mine business, and I had to take hazmat job training. So I learned about, and then firefighting. I also had to learn about firefighting and the different grades of fires. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff.
yeah.
Everybody should learn how to have a class on firefighting,
Yeah, but
household firefighting, automobile firefighting, but not industrial firefighting because once an industrial fire breaks out,
whoa, yeah,
you're not
that's
going to put it out.
yeah, you can't. It's very hard to put out. I don't know in which country where there was one that was very hard to put out. I think it took about two or 3 days to put industrial fire out.
Yeah, because when an industrial fire starts burning, we're talking about metal burning, and
Yeah,
it's very hard to put out, and you need to use a foam or a chemical explosion
yeah,
to put it out, which is going to take. Not all firefighters know about it, except out of the way firemen that live in extreme areas. They are already trained in extreme firefighting.
yeah. And then these wood fires in California last summer. These are also very hard to put out.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's also very horror moments.
yeah. Typhoon season's coming up for Texas area, Florida, East Coast.
Already?
Yeah,
Oh,
get already. Yeah,
I thought it didn't
get
start
ready
till like
again.
August. I thought it didn't start till like August.
Well, it's
No,
coming.
June 1st is official day for hurricane season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When
pretty
is
right
it?
around the corner.
Is it now the dry season in the Philippines?
Well, it should be pretty
I think
soon,
so.
right?
I think so because my girlfriend doesn't talk about rain anymore. So
Yeah, when it was snowing like a bitch yesterday, I said to my wife, "Is the rainy season over with there?" And she goes, "It's the hottest month there." I said, "Okay, let's go."
yeah.
Somebody breaking up a bottle, a plastic bottle or something.
No, I'm just taking some tobacco out of the bag to roll a cigarette.
What kind of tobacco do you use?
I smoke a Lucky Strike, blue Lucky Strike.
Lucky
Oh,
Strike.
Yeah. Before it was a Belgian company that made that tobacco, but Lucky Strike took it over.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I used to like drum tobacco. I think it was a Dutch company, and
Yeah,
it's not available here anymore.
that's because it's also taken over by Lucky Strike drum.
Mm-hmm.
But the tobacco we used here in Belgium came from West Virginia.
Yeah,
It's
Virginia has pretty good tobacco.
very good tobacco. Exactly. Yeah, we got here also an area in Belgium where we grow tobacco. It's not that bad, but it's the taste. Yeah, the taste is not the same as the Virginian tobacco.
Yeah, the politicians are all against tobacco smoking, but they love the fucking money they get from it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Same as with alcohol, you know, the taxes on alcohol, sin taxes, they call them, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to make us feel like bad people because we drink and smoke and live it up.
If you want to be a tax abuser, don't smoke and drink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, moment you get to the Philippines, you know, that is, especially if you're a smoker and a drinker, the Philippines, that's not a good place to be because it's very inexpensive, I believe, to smoke
Very cheap.
and to
Very cheap.
drink no name brand alcohol is also very abundant to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to drink big name brand, it's not. It's a little bit cheaper to buy here in the States. Like in the Philippines, it's a little bit cheaper to buy. I think you could buy like a long neck of like Jack Daniels for like $22.
Yeah,
So it's
and
not. It's a little bit different.
yeah,
But if you look,
in the Philippines, there's about 70 pesos for a pack of Marlboro. Here in Belgium, we are already around 8 euros. So 8 euros, that's about 500 pesos
wow,
for a pack of cigarettes, and for a pack
500
of
pesos is $10.
and for a pack of tobacco, you pay practical the same price for 50 grams, but instead of 25 cigarettes, you can easily make 45 cigarettes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
From the tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to quit drinking, or if you want to quit smoking. Hey Jimmy, how you doing, brother? There's a good man.
Jimmy Dury.
Yeah. I like him.
Fellow New Yorker who moved to Virginia. He moved. Are you south of the, what do they call it, the Mason-Dixon line? That's where the
Jimmy?
South. That's where the South begins, right? The Mason-Dixon line.
Heck, Daniel's getting ready to go to the Philippines really soon. He's pretty. I talked to him, and he's pretty excited. And almost every area, he's excited about going.
All right.
I hope I didn't let the cat out of the bag, but yeah.
I like the countryside of the Philippines.
It really depends on how you feel and how you can adapt. If you can adapt to the countryside, that's good. But it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring. And
I'm a bored person too, so it matters to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind it,
No,
I mean,
not at all.
there's a lot of good food there, a lot of good people there. There's always something to do, farming wise. I love farming. I know how to do tropical horticulture. I learned it when I was there, but when I was in Alaska, my parents have a greenhouse, and I learned how to get a green thumb through my parents, and I also learned how to cook through my parents. And then my mom and dad got a hotel and a restaurant in Dutch Harbor, Alaska. So that's how I learned how to cook and everything. And then I went out on ships to go cooking. Hey, Michael.
You learn about the horticulture. No, my point is, look, I already lived and worked for a long time in a city, and I'm really getting tired of city and of the city. And when I go in retirement, I don't want that commotion anymore. So
Yeah.
I lived already in my life for about 6 years in the countryside here in Belgium. I loved it. The quietness, you say, the rest you got and all. So I'm not getting younger anymore. So
Mhm.
I'm getting older. So I'm looking more for more peace than in my life. And
Yeah.
that's the countryside for me.
You need a breath of fresh air. And
Yes.
literally it is.
And then all the pollution in the cities from the trikes, also from burning the trash in the gardens and all. Come on, that really can't be good to live in a city as well. Or you have to walk with a mouth mask every day on it, like Michael Jackson style. And
Yeah.
no, give me countryside. And the more trees I see, the more I like it.
Well, I love the coconut trees. I
Yeah.
planted my own coconuts. I planted dwarf coconuts and I planted golden coconuts. These two breeds of coconuts are farm coconuts, and it's a controlled height. They don't usually grow like higher than 15 feet,
Mm.
so it's easy to pick. But these other coconuts, these wild coconuts, boy, they grow they grow pretty high, and some natives, they don't feel like getting it because it's too high, and
Mm.
sometimes they fall and they get hurt pretty bad. But
Was
with these farm coconuts, it's pretty easy to get.
was it you, Kevin, that posted that video of that old woman going up the tree to get the
Yeah,
coconut? That was unbelievable, man.
yeah. That old Lola, she climbed it, but she was from. If you looked at her, she was from Guam or New Guinea. She wasn't from the Philippines,
Oh, New Guinea, yeah. Well,
but
pretty
but
pretty
she,
impressive though. You know, she got right up there.
but she put a strap on her ankle, on her foot ankle. It was like a like a figure eight strap on her for to keep her feet from separating. So it would when she's climbing, it gives her a better grip. These are things I learned because I live both in the city and the country, back to the city, back to the country. So we you learn and you watch. You don't talk so much, but you do a lot of watching just because you don't understand what they're saying to you. But my Josie and her parents was very patient with me. But I learned quite a bit, and I learned how to take care of the animals. I had to move the carabao in and out of the sun. I know how to work the carabao. Um, yeah, stuff like that is pretty fun. John Doe, what's wrong with you?
I think he lose a couple of hardware in his head.
Why do you want Kevin on the other channel to do something? Oh, I ain't gonna. There's nothing to explain. um, yeah. I mean, I have tons of videos already explaining my story. Matter of fact, I don't mind talking about my story, talking about my family, but I don't want to put my kids and Josie in exposure, and because my kids are getting big size, and I don't want to put them because I already had stalkers already stalking my daughters, and who knows, maybe it's, you don't know who's talking bad about my kids, and they are enjoying leaving bad comments about my daughters, and I don't know who they are, but I have a guess who they are. So I don't need to explain to strange people why and what is going on, and how and what I do with my money, that what little money that I get from my Patreon. I have three subscribers on my Patreon, and I have a annual subscriber that gives me money on my PayPal, but that's not all the time. And I have a good sponsor that helps me out on my show and also with my daughters. So then these people wish to be, they don't wish to have no name brought up. So, and it's not a, like, they don't want like a paper trail. This is a gift, they said. It's not a, like, you tell me what you're doing with the money and they want receipts. They all told me that these are all gifts. And I remember I had a young lady on my show, and she told me that whatever she gives to me, it's a gift, and she don't care what I do with the money. So yeah. What's wrong, Rich?
Nothing, nothing. These guys are funny. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, I don't, there's no reason for me to get drilled from some guy that's having a problem, you know. But yeah, I was just reading what Frank was saying.
Who's Frank? Oh, Frank Sinatra. Is that Frank, or is it?
Well, Rich, I'm not really sure, but
Is he on your Facebook or whatever?
not at the moment.
Okay.
If you guys wish to want to be on my Facebook, let me know, and I will put you through. Who's wow? Hey, Richard, are you following what's going on the chat line?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Hey, Mike, what's going on with you, buddy? Where is Gun Term doing?
I don't know. Did he go to the Philippines, maybe, or no?
Oh no, he'll go pretty soon though. When I say pretty soon, within this year, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
He's getting pretty motivated, and he's doing pretty well with his mind getting ready and getting with his body getting ready. When one place, when one part of you go, the other part will follow. So it's good to have both parts in sync with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning it's okay to start doing extra walking, extra care about your body, because when you get there, it's going to take a little bit of a toll. Because I went there, my first time I went there, my companion at the moment, she told me this is winter, and I said, winter? I'm sweating I'm sweating like a pig, and how is this winter? And she says, oh, it's you want to see what it's like in the summertime. And that's when I start learning that I should carry one of those Indiana Jones bags and carry like an extra shirt and an extra couple of towels because those towels come in handy. Alan, I talked to, and he didn't take one towel, but he learned after a day that taking a towel with you in a tropical area is always comes in handy. Same with having a shirt comes in handy. John Doe. Crazy man. Like I said, when you guys type down inappropriate words, we got to monitor, and it's kind of hard to having free speech. You know, that all sounds good, but on here on YouTube, having free speech, we got to pay more attention, and it's not that you can't really talk with have it. John Doe, what's wrong with you, man?
You're missing some screws. What's wrong with him?
Please, John, maintain, have composure.
Yeah, I prefer to walk.
We're not on other people's shows where it's funny to talk like that.
Yeah, I walk my path and I will figure it out myself what happens. I don't need a jerk like John Doe to tell me.
But yeah, we times are changing, you know.
Yeah, I know that too. I'm down to it, at least.
Yeah. But today is going to be a good day. Every day is going to be a good day, you know. Don't let other people bring you down. Don't let, especially strangers. I mean, don't let people run your life or run you out of town and stuff.
Of course not. I walk my way. I walk my way.
You are your own person.
Of course,
don't take threats.
I'm just walking my way, and if others not agree on what I do in my way, but that's their problem, not mine. I got my own. Don't need others.
Yeah. Yeah. My kids is my biggest my biggest focus is my kids, you know. Everybody else,
exactly,
you know,
exactly, just take care for the kids. If you can make them, you have to take care of them as well, eh?
I don't care what you've done with your wife and how you raised your own kids, and you know, you're accountable for your own family and your own lives. You know, nobody cares about your own life. You know, you shouldn't care about other people's lives. Just kick back and enjoy your life. My life is getting better by the day.
Well, that's good. That's very good to hear from you, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a tractor that's up for sale, and my aunt already has people is interested in it.
Yeah, so, I hear JD is looking for a tractor to to get rid of his own shit in the fields.
Huh. Well, but this tractor is just a high class sit down mower. It's a mulcher mower.
It's a mower. Okay,
That's the orange one?
Different.
Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah.
That thing's mammoth.
But my cousin, my uncle, they just got a van track. It's a 4-wheel van track. It's one of those kind you can put your foot out and you could drive over your foot and it doesn't hurt. Remember those 6-wheelers and those 8-wheelers? It's like an ATV. It's kind of like that, but there's like two wheels connected onto each other so there's 4, 8 on each side, but they're like next to each other. And you could convert it into a lift, a power rake. There's just a whole bunch of attachments for it that you could use.
Oh man.
You're laughing with your chat, Rich?
Oh yes.
Must be pretty funny, huh?
To pick on tractors, Kevin, here in Belgium, we have also a company that makes also tractors for the fields, and that's called the Ford New Holland. And they shipped a lot of these machines to the USA as well. So like harvest tractors or machines.
Oh, okay.
Call it. Yeah, it's like there's like doing wheat fields or corn fields and all when they harvest them. Those very big machines.
Yeah, yeah. There's a whole bunch of high quality machines everywhere you go, which is pretty cool. Not just only one kind, but we have like Japanese. I think it's called Camacho, something like that. And then we have Volvo. Volvos are real good, but they're kind of expensive.
What is cheap? Ask John Doe. What is cheap? You know it all.
But yeah, pretty good. You know, we're doing pretty well. Hey, Lost Nomad, when is your next trip? Are you guys gonna go back to your wife's house? I mean, country, and hang out there for a while, or are you guys gonna hold off for a while?
No, we'll probably have a smaller trip coming up. I'm not sure, maybe midsummer, but my big trip this year is going to be to Peru.
Oh, Peru! But your wife is from like Colombia area, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. My wife's from Colombia, but no, we're
interesting country, man.
What's that, Richard?
That's an interesting country, Peru. I seen like they have like what did they like have markings on like the stones or something like that?
Yeah, they got a lot of what are those big things? Those big petroglyph things. I mean, they got certain names escaping me right now. But I mainly want to go. I want to go see Machu Picchu and a few things like that. So
that would be pretty exciting because that's a piece of history that is like still being found.
Thin air, huh?
But yeah, in the December, I should be in Peru for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then be in Colombia probably in maybe August. But I might just let my wife go this particular time, and I might stay here, but I don't know for sure.
And is it because I hear that a lot of people more and more people is going in that area for vacation and retirement.
Really?
Now I know over the past years, Ecuador has become a big retirement place.
Ecuador, yeah. I
Yeah,
have
I
a
think
friend of mine from the mine. He went to El Salvador.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos from you, Nomad, with my old account, and that's a very nice area.
I've even
A very
Yeah.
nice area where you at.
Yeah, same with me.
yeah, Medellin, Colombia is usually where we go. We visit some other areas too, but
Yeah, I looked at yours, and I noticed the festivals almost look the same as the Philippine festivals. People
there's
out
a
having
lot
a
of
good time and partying,
yeah,
music and everything.
there's a lot of similarities for sure because both countries, Philippines and South America, were controlled by the Spanish. So there's a lot of
Mhm.
By
similarities
Spain, but what
between
about
both countries.
religion?
Yeah, so if you don't know, South America is very Catholic
Very
Okay.
Catholic, I think.
region. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty much dominated Catholic, right? I mean for that whole area, if I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know about a lot of the other countries, but Colombia for sure. I think I think like 95% of the people are Christians, and of that 95%, 80% are Catholic. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it practicing like because see when you say Catholic and when you used to say is it Catholic, is it Roman Catholic, is it what kind of Catholic?
yeah, no,
'Cause,
it's part of the Roman Catholic Church.
uh,
Because the Roman Catholic Church, hundreds of years ago, they pretty
Oh
much
yeah.
conquered the world, and then made sure they
oh yeah.
planted roots everywhere they went.
Mhm.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's very, very Catholic. Similar on Sundays. Like in the Philippines, you also see it there in South America. The people are, the church is full, people standing outside, still listening, and it's very similar to the Philippines in that regards.
Do they like Americans in South America? Nomad?
Yeah. Generally speaking, they do. The Colombians, when I was single before I met my wife, Colombia was a very nice country to be single in.
I always thought they had the hottest women in the world in South America, but I couldn't speak any Spanish or Portuguese. I was going to go to Rio years ago, but it kind of held me back because of the language. I was not good with it.
Yeah, you definitely got to have a little Spanish. It definitely helps out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Again, when you're young or when you're in school, you don't think that you need like a be a bilingual, but now.
I took all the wrong languages. I had a Russian buddy. I studied Russian and French. My father said, "Oh, French is going to be the next biggest language,"
Well, always I think Spanish and Chinese is always going to be pretty good.
Okay, Kevin, I have to leave now. So thank you for the invite. Richard, Close to Nomad.
Yeah, have a good one, buddy.
Thanks for joining too. And then for the chatters, take care. Have a good time.
Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out with us. And come by anytime.
Yeah, at least I still have important things to do than that shady guy.
Yeah. You
Okay.
have a life outside of YouTube?
Yes, of course I have.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, okay. Bye. See you all.
Be safe, brother.
Yeah, you too.
What's up,
Bye.
Gunter? Kevin was asking for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk offline. He like you'd be surprised the people that call me up and talk to me and text me, and I got people that there's a lot of good people out there. I mean, from big other big shows that you don't think that they listen or care. But yeah, pretty interesting. Not just people here like scab pullers. Yeah, Spanish. Yeah, Spanish. I believe is a very good language. I think Spanish is like the second most spoken language.
Yeah, my kids in school
second
for
or third
4 years. Yeah.
Spoken language. English and Chinese, and then I think Spanish could be third. But I know Chinese is number one.
Kev, what is the thing? The filter keep coming up on every comment. Did you change the filter or something?
Well, you know, it's like some words like yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know, because again, YouTube is like I said, they gotta be monitoring people's, and I don't feel like getting flagged for.
Can't you set it for adult content? The
Well,
video?
then if I do, then I have to change everything for that. But see, this channel is going to be temporary because I'm going to go back to my regular channel because this is just a pit stop.
Wow.
But what I think about doing is taking these shows that I have and bring them over to my other show, like copy them and then put them on my regular channel. So I'm just trying to keep everything without having people like saying, "Oh, let's get him for this, let's get him for that," because you know, people, if you're successful, people can't wait to bring you down, as you know that already.
I wouldn't know. I'm a low life.
Well, we all are, but you know, it's okay to be a bottom dweller, but
Yeah, I'm a bottom feeder.
yeah.
I enjoy it.
Well, there's life outside of this place. You know that, Richard.
Oh yeah.
You could have your own show that would dwarf these shows if
That's
you put
right.
your mind to it.
I don't got the energy or time or anything.
You have a lot of time.
Not really. I mean, it might seem like it, but I really don't. I make the time for doing this, but I couldn't be organized and everything, and you know. Let's see. Yeah, we're bottom feeders, man. Yeah. I like bottom feeders. I like shrimp and lobster and all that stuff. That's good food, man.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yep. Yeah. Not easy to get, that's for sure. Not very easy. Lost Nomad, what do you care to do when you're not busy?
Well, scallops, yes. Absolutely.
Well, scallops are very nice.
The big ones, man. Yeah.
Catfish is okay.
I don't think I ever had catfish.
We have pretty good we got good catfish restaurant here. We have gator here at the same restaurant, but it's breaded catfish, breaded gator.
All right, Malcolm. It's okay, Malcolm. Yeah, my dad, when he was young, his dad being a military officer, he traveled around. He lived in New Orleans a lot, so I think they have some kind of spicy catfish fish they eat down there. He liked it.
Well, that'd be nice.
Yep.
Huh?
No. catfish is really popular in the whole southern Louisiana area, and that's where I'm originally from. So yeah,
Oh
man,
yeah.
I love to eat catfish. And one of the big things here is or in the area, like around New Orleans, within 100 miles or so, is the thin fried catfish. Man, that stuff is good.
Oh,
And what is it? Crawfish they eat down there too. They look like little tiny lobsters. They're
Yeah, crawfish is real popular.
yeah.
I actually don't eat them, but yeah, that's super
I
good.
don't eat them either, but I like gumbo.
yeah.
A good spicy gumbo with okra and stuff, rice,
Mm-hmm.
chicken. Yeah, gator. I like gator. It's a different taste, different texture, different
Gator
everything.
gator tail is really good. That's something else that's pretty popular where I'm originally from in Louisiana. Eating the gator tail.
Well, is that where most of the good meat is, or is the whole thing?
No, the best meat of the alligator is the tail.
Oh, okay. So that's what we eat at the restaurant, do you think?
You should, more than likely. I mean,
Oh,
people do eat other parts, but as far as eating like the good meat, it's good and tender, has good
yeah.
flavor. Most of it comes from the tail.
Okay.
I used to love that show, man. Those guys hunting gators. They'd go out and they'd shoot them with their rifles and
Yeah,
skin them
there
and
are some
everything.
big ass women doing that.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. I wondered if they had a lot of
Oh, do I
mosquitoes.
cook? I could cook and I could bake. And I can make candy too.
So,
Yeah.
Kev, you like gators, huh? Was it tasty?
Well, it's you. It takes a couple. It take maybe. Well, I don't know how many. I don't know how many ways they can make it. But at this catfish place we go to, uh, we have deep fried breaded, and it tastes pretty well. Same with
Mhm.
the deep fried okra.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I've never,
nice.
I've, I've never had the gator tail fried before. They usually kind of, you know, uh, one popular way is to like blacken it, which is really good, and
Hmm.
they use a bunch of different seasonings. But
Oh,
yeah, I've never had gator tail fried, but yeah, gator tail is very good though. Another popular thing, not so much like in the city areas or in Louisiana, but kind of around the outskirts and all, are the frog legs, the big bullfrog legs.
oh yeah.
Louisiana.
I remember going hunting when I was a boy in Massachusetts. We used to
Wow.
go hunting with 22s, and we went to swamps and and shoot the frogs. That
How
was
big were
quite
they?
fun.
How big were they?
Well, I don't know, but when I was like 8 years old, they were pretty big. Shooting a 22, it was a 22 single shot bolt action. That was a pretty big gun, I thought back then.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I wonder why you never see snakes in the Philippines. Is it because they eat it in the
No, you
province?
do see snakes, but in the countryside, you see snakes.
Are they big
But
ones?
well, no, the snakes that I seen was like a garden snake, and they
Yeah.
were hanging like on the
Tree?
vines.
Yeah, yeah.
I noticed.
I've actually
With
tried
all the
snake before.
trees close together.
I haven't, I didn't like snake too much, but I'll tell you what, man, Cambodia, them people eat snake like crazy. Like they'll have them cooking up, all curled up on their,
Yeah.
like little side vendors. You can eat that stuff everywhere in Cambodia.
Well, I seen that, like how they have the pig on the spit. Well, I seen they had a gator on the spit, like on YouTube. They had a gator on the spit, and they had a snake all coiled up on a spit, and it was slow
They
roasting.
One of the hotels I stayed at when I was in Cambodia, we stayed on like the third or fourth floor, I forget. But on the second floor, they had a crocodile pit they had built into like an area on top of the building. And I'm talking about, it was probably say a 20 by 20 area, and it must have had like 20 or 30 crocodiles up in that thing.
Wow.
Hey, Richard, you never said nothing about my new picture.
Which one?
Instead of the moose.
I see the moose.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? No, that's not a moose.
It isn't?
No. There.
Where? I see a moose head like over Lost Nomad's picture. I don't know. Maybe my thing is delayed or something.
Switched it, and that's a wild boar, angry wild boar.
Oh, there I see. Yeah, I heard they had a lot of them down south. That they were getting out of hand. Is that true? I forget where it was.
It could be in Lost Nomads area.
Where's he living? Down in Texas?
Well, he goes everywhere. Because Lost Nomad, you're in the construction, right? You're like a foreman.
I heard that my wife told me in
Something like
Behold
that.
they have cobras. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was running a saw. I couldn't hear you. What was the question?
Oh, about boars, wild
boars.
boars.
Yeah, I heard down
Richard was
south.
asking-
Yeah, they got wild boars down the southern state. I'm not sure here about Texas. I'm pretty sure they do. I haven't heard too much about it, but I know Alabama, Mississippi, northern Florida, they got wild boars. Arkansas.
Are they
They got
running
big
around
razorback.
or are they?
Yeah, you can go. You can go hunting. You can go hunting for them for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, gun terms said lots of places in South wild hogs are free game, bad nuisance. Yeah.
Well, I know those hogs will rip you. If they get you, they'll rip you up.
Yeah, I heard they'll attack dogs and stuff, and I guess if you have farmland, they'll attack some of your farm animals, that kind of stuff. I don't know for sure, but I've kind of heard those stories.
Yeah. I see these guys shoot them like on YouTube, and they shoot them point blank, and it's still coming at you.
Yeah, I know what when I was living back in Louisiana about 5 years ago, we used to one of the guys we knew, he'd go hunting for them all the time, and every year we'd have like a big hog cookout where they put it on a spinner and did that whole thing.
Huh. Yeah. I seen a guy on YouTube. He was hunting the boar with a bow. I don't know, but I would rather have a 12 pump with slugs.
Maybe you need something more powerful because those are only good for close up, right?
Yeah. But I guess these hogs can come out from anywhere, and sometimes there's like 4 or 5 of them coming out.
Need a pump shotgun, huh? Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
Well, like I said, you got to look up boar hunting, and it's pretty.
I think I've seen it on like A&E or something like that. Yeah, it was a few years back. I heard the South
pretty cool.
Overrun with them. I don't know how it got that way, but Philippines Islanders said wild boar are up past New York now.
Huh. Yeah. Well, because see, a lot of these places, like these game reserves, they like for deer, well, they use feed to make the deer fat, and a lot of these boars is getting into the feed, and they're getting fat, and they're getting huge off of the feed. There was this one wild boar called Hogzilla, and it was supposed to have been like around 2,000 pounds or 1,000 pounds. It was a huge thing. Just because he kept on eating the deer feed, that the feed that they were using, and it just made the pig get abnormally large.
Yeah, we need to bring more Filipinos here. They'll take care of those boars in a hurry.
I don't know. They got dogs. They got guys out there hunting. You know, they're kind of fearless. Those I remember that movie Old Yeller. I guess the pigs have rabies also. Those hogs.
Oh, that's not good. Because you can't eat them then, huh?
I don't know if you can eat them.
They're
but
crazy.
It'd be a good
They got
trophy
rabies.
though.
They're crazy. I don't think you could eat them. If it has rabies.
What about in the movie Predator when the that big giant hog broke the
Oh
perimeter
yeah,
and the dude jumped on and killed it?
yeah. With that knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I would
he
imagine.
did it off of a tree.
Yeah, I would imagine probably boars probably all through the Americas. I'm pretty sure they got them down in South America and all too. So I imagine they're all over.
But now isn't a boar just a wild pig, like a pig that got away? But how did he get the tusk? That's what I always was curious about.
I don't know. You're gonna have to go to the Animal Planet for that one.
Okay, thanks.
Maybe it's a prehistoric one from the dinosaur days.
Well, I don't know, but they, some of those. Well, I guess over in the Hawaii and those Polynesian countries, they do have a lot of those boars running around, and I guess they hunt them there.
Tom and Fredona says the boars in New York. I thought those were women. You got that right.
That's not nice.
It's true.
They get feelings, those boars. They got feelings.
Oh man, their asses are big, man.
Oh, why are you talking about that, Richard? Huh?
I'm just telling the truth, man.
Oh, heck.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Pacific Islander says they use pit bulls with Kevlar vests to hunt wild boar.
Oh.
Oh, you can buy.
I guess. Huh.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun hunting them by helicopter. But then you probably have these animal rights people saying it's mean and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These Bambi lovers,
Mm-hmm.
tree huggers, animal rights. Oh hell! Well, you guys, I just wanted to come on and say hey, see how you all doing.
Okay, Spartacus Chin.
We're doing pretty good. Who's that, Rich? Who's Spartacus?
You never seen the Spartacus movie? Kirk Douglas?
Yeah, but that's are you talking about the father or
Yeah, Kirk Douglas, the father.
yeah, that's an old ass movie, huh?
Yeah, don't you remember that Jim Carrey movie? What the hell was the name of it? It was funny as hell. Me, Myself, and Irene, where he got his chin done like that. Yeah, it was fucked up, man. It was crazy. His sons were calling him Spartacus because he had his with a big clef in it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what women find sexy.
Maybe. All right, you guys.
Just busting your chops.
Yeah, because you're from New York. I'll just kick you in there.
Yes.
But you don't use it no more, so it's okay to kick you there.
What's that? You mean really?
Yeah. All right, boys and girls. Thanks for hanging out. You guys have a good day. Have a good weekend is coming up. If you guys don't come by tonight, you guys have a good weekend. Be happy.
I think I might get some tonight.
What, you gonna have it takeout?
Oh no, I'm gonna. You know what?
Do they have it? What is this? Is this like a happy day? Happy days are here again. Huh?
Heck yeah. For old guys like me, you kidding me?
Huh?
The time for celebration.
Huh? So what? Like Monday and Fridays. The rest of the day, you just leave people alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's kind of like punishment.
It's been a week since I got any, so that's why I'm a little on the
Oh,
irritable side.
wow.
Yeah.
Appreciate you sharing that.
We don't want to hear about your old man sex.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Really, he is old too.
Uh-huh.
All right, buddy.
Sorry, Nomad.
Hey, I'll talk to you later, Richard. Lost
Yeah.
Nomad. Have a safe
Sorry.
day. I'll talk to you guys later on.
Have a good one, guys.
See you guys
Yeah.
later.
All right, you guys. Have a good one.